Yes, my hair is shorter than the last time you've seen me, and it's probably going to be shorter the next time you see me too. It's a problem. Being a writer means that sometimes you have to break a few rules. We all know the saying, rules are meant to be broken. And while I don't condone breaking any actual laws, breaking a few writing rules is generally okay if it's done right. As you may know, I began reading the first book in the Divergent series, Divergent, last week, and it was in the very beginning of the book that I found out that Veronica Roth is a rule breaker. In the very beginning of the book, I think it's even on like the second page, the main character looks in a mirror and describes herself. Now, if you're anything like me, you have Googled the crap out of how to write and how to be a better writer and writing rules, and the reflection description is like one of the biggest no-nos out there. But here you have a book that has sold in epic quantities, and it does exactly what the rules tell you not to do. If it isn't obvious, it should be known that each one of my vlogs is a direct reflection of my own opinion and should in no way, shape, or form be taken as absolute fact, because when it comes to the topics that we're talking about, a lot of it is opinion based. Writing tips and writing advice change from person to person. I could tell you my writing advice, but none of it could work for you. Taking into account last week's video where I talked about believable dialogue, I stated that you should not speak in accents in dialogue and that you should not use false cursing in your manuscript. Both of these things are only my opinions and what I have learned in my time as a reader and a writer. After reading that reflection description in a widely popular book, it's making me rethink the way that I want to portray myself on my vlogs. I want to give you my opinions, but I also want it to be known that you don't have to do this. You don't have to conform to what I want your manuscript to be like. Your manuscript is your baby, it is your creation, it is whatever you want it to be. And if that means you want to talk in accent and dialogue and you want to add in false cursing, then go for it. And while accents and dialogue and false cursing isn't exactly my thing, that doesn't mean that someone else out there doesn't love it and eat it up and want to read it. Rules are meant to be broken. Now, yes, the rules are meant to be broken, but don't use that as an excuse to have your character sit down in front of a mirror and describe in excruciating detail their appearance and how much they hate it. No. While I do believe in conforming to a lot of the rules, they're allowed to be broken in certain circumstances. In Divergent, the main character only sees her reflection once every 3 months. So obviously the curiosity is going to get the best of you and you're going to look at yourself. And when you're telling it in first person, you're kind of talking about what the character's thinking. And instead of going into excruciating detail about her character, she sticks to like 4 main features. And it was enough to give us a general visual of the character, and it passed by without a hiccup. So read and watch everything that you can find on writing and the craft of writing and soak it all in, but just remember that when people state rules, they're really more like guidelines. And if you have to break a few rules to make your manuscript the best that it can be, then for the love of everything writerly, do it. Thanks for watching, and tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are talking about character development and creating and writing believable characters. I think it's going to be a great live chat. Everyone's going to be there. The WordNerds are going to be together again. And I hope you're there. Ask us questions. Tweet us with the hashtag WNLiveChat. You can comment on the stream as it's happening. You can go to our Tumblr and ask us questions there. I'll post links in the box below, and stay classy.